Shalom, shalom, shalom to the 12 tribe that scattered abroad. Shalom, shalom to the 12 tribe that scattered abroad. Welcome back to the reading of the Bible with your brother Nehemiah. I am Israel, a true seeker of Yahweh. Today, man, we're going to begin with Exodus chapter 26. And we're going to jump right on into this, man. But before we do, we're going to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. We had to praise him. But we're going to jump on into this, man. Y'all open up y'all Bible to Exodus chapter 26, your King James Version with the Apocrypha to Exodus chapter 26. And we're going to begin with verse 1. And we begin. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 26, verse 1. Moreover, thou shalt make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and blue and purple and scarlet, with cherubim and cunning work shalt thou make them. So we breaking down, making a tabernacle. He had did the ark. They made the ark. They put the covenant that the Lord gave Moses to give to the children of Israel, to put that in there. So now they're making the tabernacle. Verse 2, the length of one curtain shall be 28 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits, and every one of the curtains shall have one measure. So he breaking down how the commandment, how to make the curtains, the tabernacle, and all that. This is what we reading. Verse 3, the 5 curtains shall be coupled together, one to another, and other 5 curtains shall be coupled one to another. Verse 4, and thou shalt make loops of blue upon the edge of the one curtain from the slavish in the coupling, and likewise shalt thou make in the uttermost edge of another curtain in the coupling of the second. Verse 5, 50 loops shalt thou make in the one curtain, and 50 loops shalt thou make in the edge of the curtain that is in the coupling of the second, that the loops may take hold one of another. Verse 6, and thou shalt make 50 taches, them claps, taches. Let's get the definition of this.
Dash.
What?
Dash.
Tush. They say petty and to do the color, the expect different. The second would say zones, relative, some browse, a la surface, do so. It got a lot of definition. And it looked like it's Travail Quanon Dewey Escudo. I don't, Operation let's see what it say. It say clamps, implements used to fasten the curtains of the tabernacle together. That's what we were looking for. Cause this what him up under the definition with it, man, it's like it writing Spanish words. Then you jump back to some English words. This explained right here. So they clamps. They were used for the tabernacle. Shalaki. Verse 6 again. And thou shalt make 50 taches of gold and couple the curtain together with the taches, and it shall be one tabernacle. So when I had showed y'all a picture, right, of the top, let's just get another picture. Get the same picture what I was showing y'all. This the building of the tabernacle. Let's see, can we get it? This show is real bright. You see, that's the building of the tabernacle. Like that, all of them tabernacle. This is what they building. Cause this what the Most High. You see how the smoke coming out that one. This what the Most High gonna dwell at. And this, they're going to be holy ground. So they have to take their shoes off when they come in through their gate. You see how it made with a fence around, like a fence around. This all the things that they built with the tabernacle. And they even got the inside of it down at the one at the bottom right here. This the inside with the golden ark, where we told it with the covenant and stuff in there. It's going to be the covenant in there. It's going to be some manning in there, what we were eating in the wilderness. And it's going to be, I think Moses' staff going to be in there too. But they're going to have little few things in it. And this is where they come, where the high priest got to wash himself. He got to sanctify himself before he go in there. But let's continue, y'all. Verse 7. And thou, let me see, verse 7. And thou shalt make curtains of goat's hair to be a covering upon the tabernacle. 11 curtains shalt thou make. Verse 8. The length of one curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits. And the 11 curtains shall be all of one measure. Verse 9. And thou shalt couple 5 curtains by themselves, and 6 curtains by themselves, and shall double the 6 curtain in the forefront of the tabernacle. Verse 10. Verse 10. And thou shalt make 50 loops on the edge of the one curtain that is outermost in the coupling, and 50 loops in the edge of the curtain which couple the second. It really ain't no way to explaining this, so we just reading because it explaining itself. Verse 11. And thou shalt make 50 taches of brass, and put the taches into the loops, and couple the tent together, that it may be one. So it's basically you putting the tent together. You putting it together to make one big tent. Verse 12. And the remnant that remaineth of the curtain of the tent, the half curtain that remaineth, shall hang over the backside of the tabernacle. Verse 13. And a cubit on the one side, and a cubit on the other side of that which remaineth in the length of the curtain of the tent. It shall hang over the side of the tabernacle, on this side and on that side, to cover it. So it's going to hang over the tabernacle to cover it. Shalak, family, I just want to see something. Okay.
Cubit.
An ancient measure of length, approximately equal to the length of a forearm. It was typical about 18 inches or 44 centimeters, though there was a long cubit of about 21 inches or 52 centimeters. In the Bible, a cubit is an ancient unit of length, roughly the distance from a person's elbow to the tip of their middle finger. Typical around 17.5 to 20.6 inches, 44.5 to 52.5 centimeters. So cubit is from here to the middle finger, to the top of your tip of your middle finger. That's a cubit. Let's continue. Verse 14. And thou shalt make a covering for the tent of ram skin dyed red, and a covering above of badger skin. Verse 15. And thou shalt make borders for the tabernacle of shittim wood, standing up. Verse 16. 10 cubits shall be the length of a board, and a cubit and a half shall be the breadth of one board. Verse 17.
Tenon.
2 tenons shall there be in one board, set in order one against another. Thus shalt thou make for all the boards of the tabernacle. Now, a tenon is a projecting piece of wood made for inserting into a mortise in another piece. So that's like joining. A tenon is like inserting something to join something together. That's what it basically is, joined by means of a tenon. So they use the tenon to join the other piece to get to the other piece. Put it like that. What is a tenon in the Bible? It say this word occurred in Exodus chapter 26 and 36. Is used in the account of the tabernacle to describe the hand or yada by which its 48 boards were kept in place. Each board had 2 tenons which were mortised into it. Okay, let's continue. Verse 17. 2 tenons shall there be in one board, set in order one against another. Thus shalt thou make for all the boards of the tabernacle. Verse 18. And thou shalt make the boards for the tabernacle 20 boards on the south side southward, and thou shalt make 40 sockets of the silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under one board for his 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under another board for his 2 tenons. Verse 20. And for the second side of the tabernacle on the north side, there shall be 20 boards. 21. And there, verse 21, and there 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. Verse 22. And for the sides of the tabernacle westward, thou shalt make 6 boards. Verse 23. And 2 boards shalt thou make for the corners of the tabernacle in the 2 sides. Verse 24. And they shall be coupled together beneath, and they shall be coupled together above the head of it unto one ring. Thus shall it be for them both. They shall be for the 2 corners. Verse 25. And they shall be 8 boards, and their socket of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. Verse 26. And thou shalt make bars of shittim wood, 5 for the board of the one side of the tabernacle. Verse 27. And 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle. And 5 bars for the boards of the side of the tabernacle for the 2 sides westward. Verse 28. And the middle board and the middle bar in the midst of the board shall reach from end to end. Verse 29. And thou shalt overlay the boards with gold, and make their rings of gold for places for the bars. And thou shalt overlay the bars with gold. See, everything gonna be made and dipped in this gold. Everything. We already read about how the ark was dipped in the gold, the cups, the dishes, the bowl, all this was dipped in gold. Now the tabernacle, that's why I say what they show in the movies, cause this ain't what the Father gave us. This is not us. Look like we poor wearing raggedy clothes, and no. We was in that wilderness, man. We came out with stuff. These folk, Egypt gave us silver and gold, man. Gave us these things. So we wasn't poor at all. We was poor in the sense of being, how can I say it? Being in the riches of the Most High doing. We poor that way, but we ain't poor at all. Not even on this earth like this. Cause if you had the faith in the Yahweh Shai and believe and keep the commandment, your riches stored in heaven. Let's continue. Verse, where we were. Man, where we left off at? I'm going to pick up verse 29. Yeah, pick up verse 29. And thou shalt overlay the boards with gold, and make their rings of gold for places for the bars, and thou shalt overlay the bars with gold. Verse 30. And thou shalt rear up the tabernacle according to the fashion thereof, which was shewed thee in the mountain. Wow. Don't even worry about it. Verse 31. And thou shalt make a veil of blue and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen of cunning work, with cherubims shall it be made. Verse 32. And thou shalt hang it up 4 pillars of shittim wood, overlaid with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold, upon the 4 sockets of silver. Verse 33. And thou shalt hang up the veil under the taches, that thou mayest bring in there within the veil the ark of the testimony. And the veil shall divide unto you between the holy place and the most holy. Between the holy place and the most holy. Verse 34. And thou shalt put the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy place. Remember, we made the mercy seat too. Verse 35. And thou shalt set the table without the veil, and the candlestick over against the table, on the side of the tabernacle, towards the south. And thou shalt put the table on the north side. This being obedient, listening to the commandment. He's telling you how to do these things, what we need to be doing, what our ancestors should have, how they should build the tabernacle and set it up. Verse 36. And thou shalt make an hanging for the door of the tent of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, wrought with needlework. Verse 37. And thou shalt make for the hanging 5 pillars of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold, and their hook shall be of gold. And thou shalt cast 5 sockets of brass for them. Turn to the next page. That was the end of chapter 26. And we're going to read chapter 27. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 27, verse 1. And thou shalt make an altar of shittim wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits broad. The altar shall be 4 square, and the height thereof shall be 3 cubits. Now we're making an altar. These are the commandments that he gave us, how to make these things and how these things need to be set up and what things need to be set in places at. This being obedience to Yahweh, who y'all call God, to the Most High God. Put it like that. Verse 2. And thou shalt make the horns of it upon the 4 corners thereof. His horn shall be of the same, and thou shalt overlay it with brass. Verse 3. And thou shalt make his pans to receive his ashes, and his shovel, and his basin, and his flesh hook, and his fire pan. All the vessel thereof thou shalt make of brass. Now, these are the things that we made of brass. The pans to receive the ashes, his shovel, his base, so like it, and his flash hook, and his fire pan. So these is the things like what you sit around your fireplace. Them little sharp little things you had sit around the fireplace to clean the fireplace. You got a shovel. You have a basin. You had the hook for the flesh hook. You even the one that you even had the tinsel thing, like you can pick the wood up and move it around. Yeah. I guess that let's look the definition of all these up and we'll see. Okay, we know what a shovel is, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Shovel.
A tool with a broad, flat blade and typical upturned sides, used for moving coals, earth, snow, or other material. A basin. A round open container used for washing, cooking, or holding liquids. So this the one made like the bowl. Yeah. Yep. And the flesh hook. Flesh hook are long handles, multi-pronged metal tool historically used to lift and turn or remove large pieces of meat from boiling pots. Like I said, like sizzle. When you clamp, like you move around the wood in the fire. So these are the things that we made. Verse 4. Shalak. And thou shalt make for it a grate of network of brass. And upon the net shalt thou make 4 brassen rings in the 4 corners thereof. Verse 5. And thou shalt put it under the compass of the altar beneath, that the net may be even to the midst of the altar. Verse 6. And thou shalt make staves for the altar, staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with brass. Verse 7. And the staff shall be put into the rings, and the staff shall be upon the 2 sides of the altar to bear it. Verse 8. Hollow with boards shall thou make it, as it was shewed thee in the mount. So shall they make it. Verse 9. And thou shalt make the court of the tabernacle for the south side southward. There shall be hangings for the court of fine twined linen of 100 cubits long for one side. And the 20 pillars, verse 10, and the 20 pillars thereof. Let me see if I'm saying this word right. Pillar. A tall, vertical construction of stone, wood, or metal used as a support for a building or as an ornament or monument. Let's read 10 again. And the 20 pillars thereof and their 20 sockets shall be of brass. The hooks of the pillars and their filter shall be of silver. Verse 11. And likewise for the north side in length there shall be hangings of 100 cubits long, and his 20 pillars and their 20 sockets of brass. The hooks of the pillars and their filters of silver. Verse 12. And for the breadth of the court on the west side shall be hangings of 50 cubits. Their pillars 10, and their sockets 10. Verse 13. And the breadth of the court on the east side, eastward, shall be 50 cubits. Verse 14. The hangings of one side of the gate shall be 15 cubits. Their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. Verse 15. And on the other side shall be hangings 15 cubits. Their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. Verse 16. And for the gate of the court. Now remember the gate when I was showing y'all the picture, the gate. Now they finna build that. See. Verse 16. And for the gate of the court shall be an hanging of 20 cubits of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen wrought with needlework. Wrought with needlework, and their pillars shall be 4, and their sockets 4. Verse 17. And the pillars round about the court shall be fitted with silver. Their hooks shall be of silver, and their sockets of brass. Verse 18. The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, and the breadth 50, everywhere, and the height 5 cubits of fine twined linen, and their sockets of brass. Verse 19. All the vessels of the tabernacle, and all the service thereof, and all the pins thereof, and all the pins of the court shall be of brass. Verse 20. And thou shalt command the children of Israel that they bring thee pure oil olive, beaten for the light, to cause the lamp to burn always. Verse 21. In the tabernacle of the congregation without the veil, which is before the testimony, Aaron and his sons shall order it from evening to morning before the Lord. It shall be a statute forever unto their generation on the behalf of the children of Israel. And that was the end of chapter 27. And we're going to stop right there because we'll pick up 28 later. Now, that's a more chapter I can explain. See, this right here, chapter 26 and 27, he basically explaining himself, the commandment, being obedient. You be obedient, just listen to the commandment, what he say, how to build it, where things go. It's understandable for yourself. So y'all can go back over and read that, but I'm going to close this out because I wanted to do something else. I had in mind something way overdue I should have did before I way started then. So y'all turn to Matthew chapter 6 and let's pray this thing out, this Lord's Prayer. After this manner, therefore pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Man, y'all have a blessed day, Israel. And, stay in your meekness. Stay humble. Be patient, waiting on the Lord. And cease from anger. With that being said, Kwame Asherah.